When Gian Piero Gasperini arrived at Atalanta in 2016, he was tasked with one goal: avoid relegation to Serie B. Since then, he has secured European football 6 out of the 8 seasons and turned Atalanta into a competitive Serie A team. So, how has he done it? Gian Piero Gasperini's football is characterised by an attacking high-intensity style, often referred to as Gasperini ball. His teams are known for their fluid 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1 formations, with emphasis on high pressing, fast transitions and constant offensive movement. They play with overlapping wingbacks, create numerical advantages in attack and focus on exploiting spaces through quick, direct passing. The strategy prioritises relentless pressure and offensive production, sometimes at the expense of defensive stability, making his teams exciting but occasionally vulnerable at the back. Atalanta played no European football for 25 years before Gasperini arrived. And since his arrival, he has secured European football 6 out of 8 seasons. Under Gasperini, Atalanta reached the group stages of the UEFA Champions League for the first time in their history in 2019. This was a monumental achievement for the club that had never been a European regular. And last season, they would break Bayer Leverkusen's 51-match unbeaten run to prevent them from winning the treble. This would mark a historic moment for Gasperini and Atalanta, as he won Atalanta's first ever European trophy and give the fans something they were so desperate for. He would give them their first major honour in 61 years, beating some incredible teams on the way to the trophy in the likes of Liverpool, Marseille and Sporting Lisbon. This season they continue to impress as they sit at the top of the Serie A and 2 points off third in the UCL league phase, with some huge performances and wins in the league against the likes of Napoli, Roma and AC Milan. But what is one of the more impressive things about Gasperini is his resourcefulness. While they sit first in the league, every other team in the top 6 has a higher wage bill than Atalanta. He is defying all the odds. Gasperini is such a resourceful manager. The combination of savvy recruitment and his good coaching is a recipe for success. And the 2019-20 season is a great example of this. The attacking trio of Luis Muriel, Duvan Zapata and Josip Ilicic was outstanding, and this attack helped Atalanta break a record of 98 goals in a Serie A season. But let's not forget, the strike force of that season were heavily criticised as footballers before they came to him. Duvan Zapata was seen as a 10-goal player, but the Colombian striker thrived under Gasperini's system, becoming one of Serie A's most feared forwards. Luis Muriel was heavily scrutinised as lazy, overweight, and he doesn't care. But from 2019 to 2021, he would score 40 goals in the league for Gasperini. And then we look at the players that he has now. Ademola Lookman, a Premier League reject, some would say. After struggling at Fulham, Leicester and Everton, he has transformed him into one of the most dangerous wingers in Europe. And this year he would be crowned African Footballer of the Year. Oh, and the final where they beat Leverkusen to win the Europa League, yeah, he's got a hat-trick. Matteo Regui is joint top goal scorer in Serie A and having the season of his life. But no matter what approach he takes or how he coaches, attackers who come to Atalanta under Gasperini often transform into some of the most lethal forwards in Europe. This is just one of the small aspects of what makes Gasperini such an exceptional coach. To overcome so many challenges is a testament to how good of a coach Gasperini is. Having a lower wage bill than all of your rivals in the league, having to lose some vital players over his time with Atalanta, and basically being forced to rebuild the squad several times. But Gasperini always finds a way to make things work. Gian Piero Gasperini has had a monumental impact on Italian football. He's been part of a broader movement that has reshaped Serie A in recent years, with a greater emphasis on attacking play and tactical variety. Many Italian managers now look to Gasperini's system for inspiration. His success has had a ripple effect in the Italian coaching world. Gasperini is not only a hero for Atalanta, but also a symbol of the club's most thrilling era of its history. He will go down as the man who took a club with limited success to the land of glory and success as a European champion. And who knows, he could be the man to take Atalanta to their first ever Italian title.